All right, guys, I'm going to try my hand at one of these like raw, uncut videos, like with no editing pretty much. I've seen them pop up in my YouTube feed. They seem to be doing pretty well for the people that I see. So maybe for whatever reason, YouTube's going to promote this and it'll do well. But in this video, we're going to be talking about UFC 297. There's a lot of controversy surrounding it right now. There was a lot of controversy surrounding it going into it just because you have Sean Strickland on the card. So there's going to be some level of controversy that's going to be attached to the card. And then afterwards, a lot of people are talking about whether or not this fight was a robbery or not. And if you ask me, before we get into like jumping into stats, look at the numbers, talk about the fights, when I was watching the fight, I was watching it with the fight going, and then I had the fight companion. So I had like my two TV setup that you might be able to see behind me. So I had the fight companion on top and the pay-per-view on the bottom. And the Joe Rogan, or the fight companion was pretty much my commentary. So I don't know if maybe that kind of influenced how I was listening to the fight, but they pretty much were seeing it how I was seeing it, as it was kind of like a shutout. I think Sean Strickland won the first round. Second round, my memory is kind of hazy. I need to go back and rewatch the fight, but I feel like Sean Strickland may have won it, but I also think that, Du Plessis could have, maybe done enough. But I still think Sean Strickland probably won the first two rounds. Du Plessis definitely won round 3. And probably round 4, and I think going into that last round, it was 2-2. You might be able to make an argument. It was 3-1, but I think it was definitely 2-2 going into that last round. I think Sean Strickland definitely won the last round. I don't know if there's many people that really think Du Plessis won the last round. I know Dana White said that he thought that Strickland won the last round. I personally believe that Sean Strickland won the last round. Joe Rogan thought that Sean Strickland won the last round. I mean, that's really the only three people that matter. But no, I'm just kidding. But like, it was really weird. I don't know if maybe it was like a Canada job for all the crap that he was talking about Canada going into it. And if you leave the fight in the judge's hands in a Canadian Athletic Commission, your career, your championship reigns in their hands, and all the stuff you were saying. I don't know. Maybe that could be something there. But if we jump into the numbers here, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this ESPN stat line here. So we have Sean Strickland on the left, Dricus Du Plessis on the right. We have total strikes, significant strikes, head, body, and leg strikes, as well as control time, takedowns, and submission attempts. You can see Sean Strickland on the left with about 43 more total strikes. Outstruck him with 40 more significant strikes. That is Sean Strickland. Landed about, 60 or 70 more head strikes for Sean Strickland. And then Du Plessis got a nice little edge on the body and leg strikes. He had 2 minutes of control time on 6 takedowns, but with those 6 takedowns, he really did nothing with that time on the ground. Had no submission attempts, did literally no damage. And if you have 6 takedowns and only 2 minutes on the ground, that's realistically like the takedown, the time ratio is not that good. So he didn't really do too much for me to really factor that in as like a big factor of the fight. I think the damage on Sean Strickland's face from that headbutt maybe looked bad, but I don't know if the judges necessarily picked that up. But if you look at Du Plessis' face after that fight, I mean, he was a lot more swollen and just marked up, scratched up, had like little miniature scratches like under his eyes and stuff just from those jabs. Now, Strickland did have a legit cut from, I think, either like an overhand, one of Dricus' overhands or something like that. But the worst of the damage, where a lot of that blood was coming from, was that headbutt. So I don't know if maybe that kind of changed things, but like realistically, I don't know. I personally thought Sean Strickland won that fight. I've seen a lot of people say online that they think Sean Strickland won as well, and I also see a lot of people say online that think Du Plessis won. But I'm curious. I'm just putting this video out there to kind of get my thoughts. I don't know if maybe me watching the fight companion kind of influenced how I was perceiving the fight. Maybe if I listened to the commentary, like maybe a majority of the other people on the planet. Maybe that would have influenced maybe how I saw it, but visually looking at it, I thought maybe Sean Strickland was doing enough. I think he looked like he was kind of waning a little bit in rounds 3 and 4, but round 5 he came back around. And then looking at these numbers here, it really seems like Sean Strickland had at least a decent little edge to get the win. But I don't know. I'm curious what everyone else thinks. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys think this was a robbery? Was this a pretty legit win for Du Plessis? And do you guys want to see this fight run back? I do think they'll run this back again, but it kind of sucks for Strickland because I don't know if he'll get the shot to get his belt back. I personally think that the UFC is going to try to push this fight with Du Plessis and Adesanya for UFC 300. I really think that's what's going to happen, and that might have maybe factored in this decision as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things play out. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are. Like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, I will catch you guys later.